So what's the difference, Christy? Like, when you mentioned earlier that the most of the jewelry might be cover, right? Most of the specialty collectible items might be cover. Um, but when are they not cover? So let's talk about that really, really quick.
Well, right, right. If, say for instance, a ring or a watch, if you are wearing that out and about, you're, on a boat or even just, walking around downtown and that thing falls off of your hand, that's probably, that's not a named peril on your or on your homeowner's insurance policy. So that's likely not to be covered just on your homeowner's policy, even for up to that $1,500 to $2,500 limit. Whereas if you have it scheduled as a specific item, either on a homeowner's policy or on a separate policy, then you're likely to be able to have coverage for something like that. So, fire, theft, those things that can happen to the item while you're at home, that's all well and good.
Right.
But I feel like, the things that might happen to jewelry oftentimes fall outside of those perils that happen to a home.
Exactly. And oftentimes you will see that on your homeowner's policy where the limits for these special items will drop down to that 1,500 to the 2,500 range that Christy was talking about. Typically, usually is due to theft. Now, let's be
Mm-hmm.
honest, guy, okay? In case of a fire and everything get burned up, yes, those things will be covered because it's caused by the fire. But how often do we lose all of our jewelry because of a fire, right?
Mm-hmm.
So just kind of think of it that way. When you do schedule it, you might be getting a more comprehensive coverage
Sure.
on your valuable item than versus attaching it to your home policy or just having it, part of your personal belonging on your home policy.
Sure. Exactly.
So, um, so typically we see out there, right, Christy, lower deductible or maybe $0 deductible a lot of
Mm-hmm.
times.
Mm-hmm.
The other part that is good when you scheduling it, or I'm sorry, when you insuring it, separately outside of your policy, what could it can also do is covering mysterious disappearance,
Mm-hmm. So
like
it
you
just fell
mentioned.
off, like you were,
Yeah.
yeah, like I was talking
Right?
about.
It
I
might
don't
not
know
be
how
covered under
many
your home.
wedding rings of my dad's are at the bottom of the Chickamauga Lake, but as I understand the stories, several.
I'm sure your dad was not the only one.
He
Not
doesn't
the
wear
only
one
one.
anymore, for that because they didn't
Yeah,
have it insured properly. So,
absolutely. And guys, most of the time when you actually schedule the item, it will expand that coverage to worldwide,
worldwide, yeah.
right? So if you just got married and you're really proud and you want to wear your pretty rings around and you guys go on your honeymoon trip, you might want to make sure that that's protected.
Yeah, and be able to do that with confidence and security, knowing that it's protected. Yeah.